Oh, hey, hi, hello. We're here playing some good old fashioned Shadowrun. Um, we're gonna go around the table real quick, introduce ourselves, and then go ahead and do a bit of a recap. And we'll go ahead and get started with our favorite decker extraordinaire, Janky.
What's up, everybody? I am playing Janky. I am a hacker extraordinaire. I also can shoot a sniper rifle from inside the VR, so that's pretty cool. I'm also a butler as a side gig to running, so I'm very proper and whatnot.
Proper and what not. Next up, we got Tiny.
Hello, I'm Tiny. I'm the rigger, frontline, drop bombs, massive trailer with a huge house that follows along back, and people eat my snacks.
I love it. Next up, Zayn.
Hey, that's me. I am Zan. I'm a human magician, focusing on summoning, and we'll be getting into some of that here shortly.
Mm-hmm.
Or will we?
Bum, bum,
I
bum. You're actually in background 12. You can't summon anything.
Oh,
It's ebbs and flows in Sixth World, so,
You're right. You're right.
can't use that.
Big ebb energy. And then last but not least, we got Reno.
But you forgot my name. I'm Reno, the human adept with a face that I use sometimes to my advantage. Not physical combat.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for that.
You're welcome.
Last week, we met some very interesting individuals. Some people had run-ins with the past, sort of clashing with the present. As you were trying to find a place to set up your trailer, Tiny, you found a place out in the Redmond Barrens, but it looked like it was currently being used by a gang called the 162s, which some of you would know that those members are ghouls, and they're known for organ legging for somewhat obvious reasons. Ghouls gotta eat. But as you guys were making a deal on protections and services, another gang, one of you that has worked with in the past, the Ancients, came by and provided a trade. A business transaction went down. A bag full of what looks like small chips being traded for a piece of paper. As you were entering back and forth, Zayn, you recognize a little bit beat up, but nonetheless still alive and still walking Samantha, who it's been quite some time since you've seen. Giving knowing glances back and forth, she decided to discuss with the leaders of the 162s and warn that you shouldn't be trusted necessarily. Keep their distance. As you guys completed your guys' deal, you guys went to what you guys believed to be the safest and best place to attack this semi-truck to take the goods off of it. As you guys began to prep, Zayn began to summon some spirits or get that process going. Janky got into a one of the apartment buildings that flanked the street, thanks to help of one of Tanny's little gnat drones that almost suicided into the window lock to be able to open it up. And you went ahead and took your sniper rifle, got it all sort of situated and attached, and now are waiting for said vehicle to get into location. Zayn, as you were flying around, you did get to see, as you were actually projecting and trying to find the truck, some sort of barrier that surrounded the entirety of the trailer. Not necessarily the rig, but the trailer itself was protected. Unsure without sensing what it was, but you just know that it was somehow magically protected, and you went ahead and headed back into your body without any sort of issues. And that is where we are picking up. The truck is roughly about 2 hours away at this point. Unless there's something you guys specifically wanted to do, we will fast forward to the point of intersecting the truck.
I mean, I'm down for a fast forward.
I think we got everything.
Yeah. I will go ahead and invoke a great spirit of water. Force 5.
I don't think we've done any sort of great spirit shenanigans. What do I need to do that makes it different than regular spirits?
So it'll be 2 tests instead of 1. So first test is just a normal summoning one. So go ahead and roll force times 2. So 10 for you.
Okay. That is 6 hits.
All right. I didn't even summon it, so go ahead and take that drain.
I was gonna offer some edge. If you wanted
everyone
to.
is topped off on their edge again, so if you were missing any.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Then I'll go ahead and re-roll my misses then.
Okay.
And I'll use, what is it, 2 edge for 1?
Yep.
I'll give you an edge for my 2. The problem with having 7 edge attribute is you start
You have
the session
to
at
spend it.
max. So I need to burn a little bit off the top so I can get edge.
Alrighty, perfect. Well, with those re-rolls, I have 1 hit now, or 1 net hit.
Okay, I was like 1 hit. Ooh. Alright, so 5 services. Or no, 1 service, correct? 'Cause it's
1
not hits.
service. So now we will do the invoking. So it'll be the same test for you. So you roll force times 2 again, so 10 total. And this time I will roll basically the same thing plus my initiation grade, and one of these has to be a wild die.
Ooh.
I forget how to add a wild die.
What is it? 5s and 6s are 3s. 1s cancel all 5s.
Yeah, I think he was looking at how to add a wild die on the app.
Yeah, on the app I had hidden my purple dice, so I was just going to make one of those ones, but I turned it back on. And then I'll go ahead and I'll pre-edge this one.
Okay.
Alrighty, so that is... then, sorry, reroll 6s. Uh, 10 hits total.
Your net
including
hits
the
are
wild die.
7.
Alrighty, so I will go ahead and resist. Oh, I gotta resist that first drain first. So I gotta resist 6, and then I have to resist 7. Alrighty. It took 4 hits for that first one of stun.
Okay.
Then now for and then 3 hits for that second one.
Ooh.
So I'm pretty stunned out. But now I have a great Force 5 Great Water Spirit with 7 total, or
Yeah.
it was 7 net hits the second time around, or 6?
7 net hits the second time.
Okay, so 8 total tasks.
You feeling okay there?
Yeah. And also, I get some cool, I guess you get to decide what the Great Spirit gets. So, Street Weird, page 66. So this great form gains the magical guard power. It gains an additional option power listed by the spirit type. It gains a greater spirit power appropriate to the spirit type. So in this case, I believe it is Storm. And then Astral Gateway power and Endowment power. And then 9+, I rolled 10 on that one. 1 additional power, or increase the force by 1 with each hit beyond this amount. So I'll do that. So it's a force 6 now.
Okay.
With those other stuff.
What page is on those powers on real quick?
So powers will be right below it. So 66 is where the table is. Storm specifically is on page 70. The book recommends that you don't give it more than 1 great power, because then it can get a little bit unbalanced, but it's up to you.
I think some of them are marked free, some of them are free and great.
Yeah.
Yep.
And which ones did it automatically get? Did it get any automatic?
As far as great,
Yeah.
the only greater spirit power, it didn't get any or it gained magical guard.
Okay.
And then Astral Gateway, and then 1 greater spirit power appropriate to the spirit type.
Storm.
All right. Oh, and the endowment power.
Yeah. Okay.
Alrighty. So I will stand out in the rain for this, and then just exert all of my energy to try to invoke a great spirit of water.
Very,
which I do.
very, very good. And you have
It's like lightning in the
Yeah.
background.
exactly. As you're summoning the spirit, has Zayn summoned a great spirit before?
He probably did once, not a water spirit. He probably summoned one, a divination one before.
Okay.
To test his limits.
As you're beginning to summon, you can feel the mana flow in and out of you, similar how it does every time you feel spells flow or summoning and stuff like that. But you begin to see your hair stand up on end, and you feel this sort of power, this electricity form around, and it almost looks like when raindrops are hitting puddles, you see instead of a ripple, it looks like it's a streak of energy that flows to the exterior of the puddle. As you're continuing on, you begin to feel what you think it's rain at first, but then you realize you get just extreme drain upon you from your summoning, where you begin to feel blood or just sort of run down your nose a little bit, going down the side of your face. As then you go ahead and not only summon it and conjure it to the astral plane, you begin to invoke it, giving it extra tasks and extra abilities. And as you're continuing to do this, you guys do see a thing of thunder sort of strike in the background. and a loud crash.
We see the thunder.
You see the thunder, exactly.
You had the lightning.
And the lightning, you hear it.
Right, actually.
And the thunder?
And the thunder.
What's it smell like?
Thunder.
Lightning in the thunder?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Thanks. As you see it crash off in the distance, something begins to... You guys can see the waves that are off in the distance a bit, off the bay, begin to get heavier and heavier, rocking back and forth as this summoning is occurring. Zayn, you have invoked a great water spirit. Obviously, there's plenty of water to be able to summon it around you whenever it is needed. One moment. All right. As this comes to an end, you do have a decent amount of time left. I'm assuming that the summoning of a greater spirit, is that the same time duration as summoning a regular spirit?
Yeah.
Okay. And drain can only be healed by rested. Is that also correct? So you have 2 hours. If you wanted to, you could make 2 checks for resting your stun while you're waiting. If you want to go ahead and roll that.
Yeah. What is that? Is that body times 2 or is that willpower plus something?
It's body times
Body times 2.
Body, yada, 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 yada.
once an hour.
Yep. So you make that.
Reno's just checking his recently repaired phone and be like, it's not thunderstorming.
And it's actually not supposed to. It's supposed to rain, but the rain is coming down harder and harder, and lightning is cracking around.
Sweet. I was able to heal up 6 of the 7 total stun.
Okay. Anything anyone else would like to do in preparation before trek time?
I'm fully suited. I got the full-on suit. Can't even see my face no more. I got the rifle out. Drones are hovering, ready to go.
It is
I
body
mean,
plus
we have
willpower.
GPS coordinates on the truck, right?
Yes, that is correct. Yes, because of the.
So I should
stealth
be able to
factor.
find it in the matrix and at least like look at it. Can I do a matrix perception?
You can. It is. Yeah, go ahead and do a matrix perception.
5 hits.
5 hits. It is a little noisy because it is a decent amount away, but you are barely able to go ahead and find this tracker that was placed by Tiny when they were infiltrating into the warehouse. And you see it's following its correct path, and it's sort of finished up the loops, and now is just heading straight here, based off your map soft that you did.
Are there any like devices like going with it? I'm sure it's like passing devices and whatnot, but
Yeah, passing devices, but as far as devices that are going, like, following through with it.
yeah, I'm trying to see if there's any like persona in it or a host or.
You do see that there is a. You see you got 5 hits on that matrix perception?
Yeah.
You do see that there is a persona running silent. That is also sort of trailing with it.
Team, I think they may have some cybersecurity on board. Hacking this may not be as easy as we thought. But I can still probably stop them from communicating.
Still have time to round up those children. If we need a plan C. C for children.
See for
I'm fairly certain he can jam it up so the vehicle stops.
Yeah, they also have magical protections on the trailer too, so I can't just fly a spirit in there. We'll have to break in physically.
Why do they
Okay.
always got to make this so difficult?
Is that like a barrier or something?
Yeah, I believe a lodge, from what I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've heard. Yeah, I know what that is.
yeah, a mana barrier. So yeah, we could fly in, but if things don't go well, we'll get knocked out or go away completely.
Move my fingertips because I've got my foci. That's really all I'm concerned about.
Right, exactly.
I mean, ideally, if we can just detach it and pick it up on the arc truck, shouldn't have to worry about getting in the trailer.
Oh, my drones are going to be affected by your jammer, isn't it?
Everything and anything within that radius of that jammer will be affected.
I'll just keep the jammer. I'll just keep the drone in the back of the truck, ready to launch.
Are you talking about your unicorn?
The mini one.
Oh, okay.
No, the unicorn is
I thought
watching the other trailer.
Yeah, I was just making sure.
So the little mini drone is in its rack
Compartment.
in the rig. Yeah, I think it's in a rack, so it can deploy.
Yeah. All right.
Wait, I'm gonna text Ray.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say, hey, sorry about the other day, and just like a gif of I don't know, be cool.
He sends back just a emoji of a snowflake. Ice.
That's cool.
All right. Fast forwarding. As you guys are in preparation, I know, Zayn, your van is currently parked on the side of the street next to the other, like, apartment parking. Is that correct? And we have Tiny's in the alleyway getting ready just in case if they need to intercept, correct?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. All right. As you guys are waiting, obviously, you guys can see the ping at live updates as the truck is moving closer and closer. And now, those of you in the street, either in Zayn's car, actually only in Zayn's car currently, facing the way that the truck is coming from, you guys see a large semi, but roughly about the same size as Tiny's, just heading and barreling down. Zayn, make a perception check for me real quick.
Visual?
Yes, visual.
One.
But
I get an edge for it.
Nice. It is too rainy to be able to tell anything beyond. Obviously, you can see the side on the side. You see it says Spinrad Global. Large, just white truck that's just barreling down towards you guys. Windshield wipers going crazy. Roughly about 100 meters out.
Hey, everyone have visual on our truck. Can't tell if anyone's driving or not. It's too rainy for that. About 100 meters out.
As soon as they get close enough, I'm going to pull my rig out to block the road.
Okay.
You want to pop out and see if you can see them? I'll hold the wheel for you, Zayn.
Yeah, sure thing. Then I'll we'll just lay back in my seat and astral project and see if I can get a little bit closer. Then try to manifest kind of off to the side.
Mm-hmm. You go ahead and project out and head that way, easily enough as you fly at the speed of light, and you sort of appear and manifest next to the side of the truck. As you sort of keep up with the truck, there is no one inside, but you do see box sitting in the driver's seat. There's still a full steering wheel and everything else, but you just see there is a black box that's sort of sitting on the driver's seat. It looks like it's hardwired into the truck itself.
Gotcha. I'll fly back. Currently unmanned physically. Looks like some type of maybe rear console in the driver's seat. No physical life form.
Going back to my perception, what am I just seeing that one persona running silent?
Go ahead and roll another one because it has been a couple hours since that check.
Sure. Two hits.
Yeah, it's still actually you no longer see that persona
Right.
available, but
That makes sense.
you
But do I see anything else?
you do not see anything else besides that person, or just the truck looks completely. If you didn't see physically that the truck was there, you have no idea that truck is moving at all, which is concerning because the truck itself should be on the Matrix if it's being Matrix guided, or on the So you don't even see the truck in general.
Okay. So yeah, Plan A is kind of bunk if there's no phone for me to keep from messaging. I don't know where the messages are going to come from. I have a feeling there's either a rigger or a decker on board. But this could be controlled by AI for all we know.
Well, it's coming down. We're about to miss our window. Can we stop it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Pull out in front of it, hard and fast. Blow some tires out just to make sure they can't peel away, and then detach their.
What if we just stop it or slow it down and maybe open the back without drawing any attention?
You could try.
Maybe if we can stop it, maybe not blow up the tires, they'll think it's, this asshole doesn't know how to drive, and then go about my day. And
I can counteract
just
it,
enough
but
time to hop on there.
Should.
Okay, well, the plan was to steal the entire trailer. That way we could pay the ghouls and medicine.
Yeah.
I will also. I'm assuming that my smart gun system on my scope of my sniper rifle has a video feed. Is that accurate or no? I don't use weapons in this game.
It has
Smart
gun
gun?
cam built in.
Okay.
So yes, it is a video, but it also is glass, so you don't have to use it. Or I mean, it's not glass. It doesn't you're not looking through a magnifier. You could still see through your normal scope. It just has a smart gun attachment.
Oh, I'm in VR. So yeah, I was making sure I can see through it.
Yep, without any sort of issue.
And then I can zoom in and stuff too. So I just want to make sure that if I do that, I'm having it pop up for everybody, so we can all see. You all see Overwatch basically.
Truck is about 50 meters out. Tiny, you go ahead and pull your truck out, and sort of block the way.
Are you jamming, Janky?
I have nothing to jam. I can create a jammer if you want in the area.
Use my truck as a jammer.
I could use. I need something. I'm going to use my comlink probably. I need something with the data processing.
It's probably not going to be close enough. Fuck it. I guess we just go hot. Everybody got their mask on?
I pull over some pantyhose over my face.
I've warned you multiple sessions.
My dragon mask on.
They didn't have enough time to make the dragon mask I wanted, so I'm using this for now.
I just went to the dragon mask depot.
Ah, dang it! I didn't think about that.
Had I known you didn't know that, I would have asked you for what color dragon you wanted. Gold, silver.
It's always
green.
gold. Always gold.
Careful, there's probably a decker on board, just so you guys know.
Let's pull these rules up.
Whatever.
As the truck continues that way, you guys notice, those of you who are in the street, now I guess all of you can see at this point, based off the prep work and the positioning that you guys put yourself, the truck has not slowed down even though Tiny's rig is pulled into the way.
Like to play chicken, huh? Don't believe it. Call their bluff.
I don't know about that. They don't have anyone on board.
But
It
it's
just
going
seems
to
irresponsible.
disable the vehicle. I don't care how reinforced you make your vehicle. You're either going to keep driving and push my truck and then eventually wedge yourself, or you're going to break yourself. So it's not going to work. I mean, they could ruin my truck. I'd be very upset, but that would be very stupid of them.
I was gonna say, spirits can get through mana barriers. They can just go back through their meta plane and pop out on the other side of the mana barrier. It's one of the limitations of them.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Reno doesn't know that.
Neither does Zan.
That's fair.
Janky knows that, but he's not going to tell you.
That's also fair.
Jakey would know that.
I would believe it. Of all the things Janky would know, it would be exactly that.
Arcana.
Mm-hmm.
It's a hobby.
Oh, I don't even know what it referred to. Somebody just said it once, and I memorized it somehow. And I use it as a trivia question at parties. Yeah.
I love that. I need you to go ahead and roll, Tiny, the body of your vehicle times 2.
Okay.
Where's an anti-mega yeet when you need one? you karma to summon a spirit with
You
movement.
said body times 2?
Yeah, body times 2 of your vehicle.
I don't know if I have that much dice. Might have to break out more dice. 12. Yeah, I don't have enough. I'll just roll twice.
Yep. No.
Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for the first one.
Okay.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the next one, so 13.
Okay. Zayn and Reno and the truck slams into the side of Tiny's
Fucking missiles.
semi, but it doesn't seem to affect, like, it doesn't seem to cause damage on either side. You can see it's like hit and it's sort of now beginning to sort of push slowly.
Oh, as soon as I see contact, I'm putting a suppressed bullet, at least 2 or 3 in each tire on my side. Just da-da-da, da-da-da.
Go ahead and roll to shoot. You guys see as it drove by, it is confirmed no one is manning that said vehicle. Roll audio perception for me.
3 successes on the shoot.
Okay.
Audio perception?
Yes.
Even
Everybody?
those of us in the apartment, or
Not
Or-
you, because you are also VR sort of scoped in. On
Nothing on audio.
okay. Zayn or Reno?
Goose egg.
Goose egg.
Oh wait, never mind. 1,
Yeah.
but I did
5.
5. Reno, you hear the sound of something being jostled in the back of the truck, or of the semi trailer. Excuse me. You guys also see at the same time as it begins to slowly push Tiny's truck. You see Tiny roll down the window, pull out their gun, and but
Shaking my dragon head. And I run out of the van, hit my nose on the way on the side of the door, and slip on the wet floor.
Love it.
Right towards the back of the truck.
I need to find this persona, so I want to look for it.
Go ahead and roll a matrix perception.
Problem is them ramming me is probably louder than my gunshots.
Yeah, it was crazy loud. Tiny, that also signals to you that it's not on the grid. Because if it was on the grid, it would have forced stop.
Which means somebody's in this vehicle. And they're manning it. Because you don't have to be on the grid to manually. You can just jack into the vehicle. So he's probably in the rigger cocoon. There's probably a dude in the rigger cocoon right now. You say there's a cocoon in there or a rigger console?
Neither. There's just a
black box.
black box on the driver's seat.
Oh, then yeah, he's probably like in a Faraday cage or some shit. Hardwired out.
What'd you get on that matrix perception?
4.
4. This time you do see barely just a glimpse of the persona. That is
Okay.
with the vehicle.
How do those tires look?
It's a hovercraft.
Exactly. No, it is a, it's a hover semi. You go ahead and you shot them, and you can tell that they are reinforced tires. But you still are able to puncture one of them. Reno, you went to the back of the truck. They're there.
Kind of, is there a lock, padlock, or is it electronic or something?
There is a padlock on the truck.
I'm gonna pick it.
Okay.
Pull up my auto picker. Is the truck still enough that I can like stand there on the street and do it, or do I need to like reinforce myself on the back of the truck? and
Yeah,
try to
it's
do this thing?
it is slowly moving, but it's going slower than like a walking pace. So you could absolutely like stay behind the truck and continue like following behind and trying to use your auto picker.
All right.
And the auto picker, what does that get you?
+1.
+1. Okay.
And then I get a +3 and an edge for using nimble fingers to lockpick.
Okay.
Also, since Tiny can tell that his smart gun systems and all his electronics are still working and jammer's not going off, I'm just going to launch the drone.
Okay.
And I'm going to set it with the... So I have tagged you all RFIDs, whether you want to or not. So the drone knows you by number. And I'm going to tell it to protect 1, program 1, which program 1 for them basically just means if their target has shown any lethal force with a gun pointed or spell slung their way, that they are to fire upon the threat. And I'm telling it to do that for Reno.
Okay.
All right. I don't get a bonus edge. I get a free edge boost for
Oh,
using
nice.
nimble fingers to lockpick So I'll pre-edge for 3
Yes.
edge. All right.
Do it.
Where's that edge? All right, let's see what we got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Roll 6s, which is just 1. 7, which was a 6. Roll another one. 2. Make sure I don't have a glitch here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 1s and 2s. But my dice pool is 18. So
Oh, no glitch. But you are able to go ahead and open that padlock as it sort of falls. Yeah, it's unlocked.
Well, I think I'm just gonna wave to Zayn and say, and I'm gonna lift. I'm gonna shrug, look at him, wave him over, and then lift up the back.
Okay.
Bruce, and there was that section in Hack and Slash
Okay.
that says movie magic, right?
I love it.
And it says that they're like optional, like movie style hacker things that can happen, but your GM has to approve them. Are we using those or no?
I'd be more than happy to take a look at them if you want to try one, and we can take a look and see.
Okay, it's where "we're in" is from. Remember, you were like, "Oh yeah, if you yell 'we're in,' then you get the So it's that sort of thing. Because there's an action in there that would allow me to deliver like a computer virus, like they do in the films.
Of course. Of course. Computer virus, is that the one you're looking at?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Aliens who destroy the Earth, and the only way we can successfully stop them is by uploading a virus into their systems. Okay. So this can be used to prevent the host from recording footage from cameras or for locking or building, as none of the security locks will disengage. Cool. What are you wanting to do with this computer virus?
I was gonna just target the persona and not let them take actions, because that's what it says, right? Target from taking any action.
The net hits on the test. You are right.
Unless you think, let's see, does it say? Maybe it only targets a host though. It says prevent the host from recording footage.
Well, it says render who deploys its attacks against a device or a host. I would allow it.
Okay. Because that would be effectively either that, or I was going to do Squelch, which is similar. A successful Squelch test prevents target devices from calling or sending messages for a number of minutes equal to the net hit scored. But I wanted your ruling on whether or not that would apply to the devices slaved to the persona as well, because I would imagine they have like a comm link or something.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like, you can't. Okay, it would.
Yeah.
I can just use Squelch then.
Okay.
We don't have. And then we can look at the movie magic stuff later if you want.
Cool.
Yeah, I'd like to Squelch this persona.
Okay.
And I'd like to pre-edge it, which gives me twice my dice pool, right?
Pre-edge lets you add your edge rating or edge your maximum
That's what it is.
to your dice pool, and 6 explode.
Okay, cool. So we'll do that and see how many minutes I can buy us here.
Or 2 time sleeves. Oh, girl.
Those movie actions are so much fun.
They're awesome. I love them.
5, 5. 5, 5, 5, 5. All 5s? Oh, that's rough. All right, let's add edge.
Cool.
I still have 6 more dice to roll. Let's see what we get. There's a 6.
Did you have a 7 edge? There was another human among the group that had 7 edge, or 6.
I have 6.
That's 7.
I have 6 edge.
Zayn has 7. I forgot, without me in here, it's just a bunch of humans.
Okay.
Humans for life.
So 1 explodes.
Okay.
And it was a hit. So that's 8 hits total.
Your net hits are 2.
Right.
So they are unable to send or call for the next 2 minutes.
I put a little timer on everybody's screen and said, all right, comms are dark for 2 minutes. Go, go, go.
That's such a cool action. Hack and slash, everyone. Be ready for it.
I feel like we're replaying Men in Black, but instead of like aliens, it's just the shipping truck.
True.
It ain't over till the fat lady sings.
I'm home.
All right.
Virus.
You go ahead and throw open the back of the truck. When you throw it open, all of the shipment is now up against the back of the
I bet.
up against the back of the trailer now. But you do see that there is actually roll visual perception real quick for me.
Am I there too since he
Yes,
called me
yes.
over? Three hits.
3 hits.
That's a glitch with 1 hit.
Okay.
I haven't been giving myself edge for you telling me to roll perception, but I will.
I mean, if you're supposed to every time you roll perception.
Whenever you take an observe in detail action, but
Gotcha.
what's the difference?
Yeah, pretty
Am
much.
I right?
Pretty much. Reno, you look around and you don't see anything too concerning. Zane, you do see what looks like is some sort of almost looks like just something electronic was smashed and is sort of scattered on the bottom of the floor.
All right, I'll go ahead and climb into the back,
Okay.
and once I'm inside, I'll go ahead and flip open my astral eyes.
Okay.
Do I see anything?
You see in the astral, and even before the astral, you could see sort of sticks that are just sort of tied together in different symbols and stuff like that of the making of a lodge.
Gotcha.
But on the astral, you can see that it is completely sealed off, and you do see there is a inside of this a small bubble in the center of this trailer.
It's like a mana barrier within the lodge.
Just see a
Or-
bubble.
Weird.
Pop it.
All right. I'll walk around, look at the electric things. Janky, Tiny, this mean anything to you? As I take a look and show them the smashed pieces of whatever electronics was on the ground.
Both of you guys can roll a engineering
This is in
check
my
real
AR?
quick. Yeah.
Okay. Five hits.
5 hits. It's very,
3
very...
hits.
3 hits. Both of you guys recognize that it is very, very small. Probably a chip of some kind. Tiny, you recognize this is probably what's left of your stealth tag.
Oh, okay. Wait, no, that's my cell tag.
Okay, disregard. We're just taking this entire trailer thing, right? There's some man barriers and stuff in here. I'm standby.
Do you see the box with the person in it?
Normal eyes, so I see the box of the person.
You do, yes.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Let's try to get this truck stopped so I can detach the trailer. We got to get in between it so we can unhook it, but make sure you set down the legs because you don't want it to fall to the ground.
Would it be easier to just try to push the stuff off the truck and let the truck go, or are we going to still steal the truck? I imagine the truck's still pushing it up against the...
Until Tiny's truck, yeah. So it's still slightly pushing Tiny's truck sideways a little bit.
Assuming we're probably just getting wedged on cars.
It's beginning to, like, your guys' trucks are so big that the cars that are just, like, filling the streets are just sort of also just being pushed slowly.
Well, is the tire stopping it since it's, a little bit? It slowed it down?
It slowed it down a bit. But you can also, as you're sort of looking at the tire, you're going to see that it's sort of beginning to be inflated by some sort of material from the inside of the tire.
Gotcha.
I don't know how heavy this box is, but I don't know if we can get it open, get the package out, or do you have like a winch we could tie it off? Or we can still steal the truck. I don't know how to steal a truck, though.
Well, I was thinking we use the winch to pull the trailer off the truck, and then once it's detached, I can just kind of unwedge myself and let this truck keep going without the trailer.
How much time do we have left? On Jakey's 2-minute timer?
As of right now, you have about 1:30 left.
I hope the truck didn't alert any unnecessary attention.
Well, I'm assuming
if there's an alarm on the truck, then we're screwed because I just stopped the guy from sending messages.
That's fine. Go near the back. It's pretty dangerous to walk near it, but you don't really have a choice. I'm actually just gonna.
I'm in the trailer right now.
Get out the trailer and go, or look around the trailer, see if you see any control panels to detach from truck, or sometimes on the outside, sometimes on the inside.
I think Reno, you're outside the trailer, right? Did you?
Yeah, I'll run around to the driver side door.
Okay.
Look around for.
Yeah, as you're sort of looking around, on the back of the actual rig itself is a small little set of levers.
This is in the cab?
Outside of the cab.
Okay. I got some levers here. I'll show image link.
I deal with this shit all the time, so do I need to roll?
You do, but it will still be a very, very small threshold.
Okay, what am I rolling?
Go ahead and roll.
We got electronics, engineering, piloting.
Engineering.
Okay.
And don't forget, if you have a high dice pool, you can just buy hits.
Yeah, just
take your dice pool divided by 4.
By 4, and you can just take how many hits there is.
Divided by 4?
Mm-hmm.
Up to GM discretion because it avoids.
It would be.
Glitches, but...
It wouldn't be. It would be like 2.5. So does it round down?
Yeah, it rounds down to 2. Which would be fine to go ahead and do because again, you do deal with this sort of stuff for your own personal vehicle on a daily basis. Able to go ahead. Are you wanting to exit your vehicle and wrap around, or?
Well, if he's got it, then.
Yeah, I mean, Rito sees it. I don't know if he knows.
Just tell me what to do. It can't be that hard. Right?
I see it. I see it in the AR, and I'm going to tell him like, "Hey, the left one, pull that. That'll prime the legs to drop." Like I'll run him through all the rigmarole of like making sure it does it safely and not destroy everything.
Okay.
And then as soon as I see that it's detached, I'm just going to throw this thing in reverse and try to unwedge it so we can just keep going.
Okay. It begins to drop the legs, and you guys hear a terrible screech as the legs are hitting the concrete and beginning to pull a little bit with that concrete. And then you finally go ahead and release the truck from the trailer. And then the trailer stops. You guys go ahead, you throw your vehicle into reverse. And it's sort of like you've scooted enough now where you've come across another alley. You throw it into reverse to get into the alleyway, and the truck begins to take off. And instead of heading straight for the docks like it was, it instantly takes the next left. which is varying from its path.
That's fine. As
Now that
long
we've
as-
detached the trailer, I'm gonna pack up my gun. I'm gonna come out of VR. I'm gonna pack up my gun and start headed towards the rig.
Okay.
I'll hang around the trailer until I see the Tiny come
don't
around
Don't forget the rigger might just be in there
in the trailer.
along with. Yeah,
Yeah.
there might be people in the trailer. I
see-
couldn't pinpoint where the persona was, but there was just one persona. So
Zane, is he in the back?
Yeah, back here.
Is
Can you,
the
verify,
driver
can
in
you
the
pop
back?
that as I'm like throwing in reverse, like driving this truck to like back up and snag this trailer? I'm gonna be like, can you please verify inside the box for the person, please?
Yep. Yeah, I want to make sure that there's no extra boxes that are in here now that were before, and then I'll head over to that dome-looking thing in the astral, and then I'm just gonna put my hand up to it, see if it's a physical or just man a barrier.
Yeah, and as you put your hand through it, it's not physical barrier, just an astral one.
Also, watch for traps and scan for bugs, please.
I can't do that, but I'll watch for traps.
Somebody said they had a bug scanner.
No, it wasn't me.
I think it's
I do.
Janky, but he's in the process of tearing down his sniper rifle upstairs.
It's also not an astral bug scanner, so
I'll start looking
I
for
don't
bug
think they could
scanners.
hold it.
What are those? I'll Google it. Actually, I've got a knowledge soft on my phone for
Okay.
security systems.
Sure.
So that'll give me a point of edge if I guess, find
Alright.
some scanners.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Alrighty.
Bug scanners, Google.
What does a bug scanner look like?
You don't. I don't care if you know what a bug scanner looks like. I care that you know what a bug looks like.
There's like millions upon millions of bugs.
Not those types of bugs. One hit.
One hit.
Almost a glitch.
Looking around, very detailed as Tiny's setting up this trailer. You look through and you don't see any sort of bugs in it.
No bugs, just a couple of cockroaches, but I don't think those are the type.
Perfect. Now help me shove this box out of this barrier that I know you can't see.
Barrier.
I assume.
Wait, right here?
All right, here. I assume was the only thing that was in that barrier the box that we're
Correct. The box you guys are looking
the
for.
human.
Yep.
Yep. I'll try to just shove it out of the until it's out of the barrier range, and then take a look at it.
As you pass it through the barrier, you see the barrier power down.
Alrighty. I think Trevor might know we're here. As soon as we get it out of the barrier, I'll take a look around, and those little sticks that were creating the force lodge, I'll just start ripping a few of those down. Are you able to get into that box, Reno?
Fuck these sticks. I see Zayn knocking out sticks, so I go over to the other side and start smacking the sticks around. I'll try to get in this box.
Yeah. And you get
Well,
to the box. You do the first time you guys saw this box, it was just like nailed down. It is still nailed, but you do see on the side of it, it looks like they've drilled in a padlock to sort of put an extra level of security onto it.
I don't have any kind of crowbar or anything, but I'll start with this padlock.
Okay.
Maybe it's on a hinge. If not, I'll try my best.
Okay.
Are you still on Image Link?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. As soon as you like kind of see the padlock, you'll be like, all right, what do I do? I'm gonna be like, I got that. And then you just see my drone kind of hover over the padlock. On his firearm, he has an underbarrel attachment that is a shotgun, and he's just gonna blast the padlock for you.
Okay. I'm getting ready to pick it with my auto picker, and then ping! Oh. All right.
Blast.
But I'm going to hit from the side. That way it doesn't go inside the box.
Blasts open the padlock. It puts a decent hole in the corner where that padlock once stood. But as it sort of pops open, you guys don't see. It's sort of like from the impact, the lid sort of bops open a little bit and then goes back to resting.
I'll immediately push open the top.
You push open the top. There is a person inside of it and a small little black ball.
The first thing I'll do is to sense that person. I don't remember. I think we did, but I'll do another one. And, I can just buy hits and get my one hit because I can't read anymore.
Right.
Past one, just for emotion and health. Awakened status.
There was no aura the first time we noticed this guy.
Correct. There was no aura.
I figured we had a sense of this. Why wouldn't we?
There's still no aura on this person. Eyes are closed. They're just sort of. They are standing up. Like this box is sort of pushed up on its end. But you guys do see that he's standing up, hands at side.
Once the drone blows the padlock off, I'm going to tell it to get a 30 meter diameter perimeter, making sure nobody's coming after us or there's not any sort of cops or anything coming our way.
Yeah, go ahead and roll perception with the drone.
That is clear sight plus the drone sensors.
The rest of you. At this point, Janky, you finished putting your sniper together, or taking it apart, I should say, putting it inside a briefcase, and beginning to head down the fire escape, heading towards the rig. Did you want to hop in the back and use your bug scanner to look, or did you just want to go ahead and hop into the rig?
Yeah, well, I'm going to toss my case in the rig, grab the scanner, and then head towards the back and start scanning.
Okay.
That's 5 hits on the perimeter.
Okay. As you're scanning through with the bug scanner, on the back wall, you do see that there looks like a bug inside of the wall.
The walls are low jacked, team.
Can you see where it is?
Yeah, I can pinpoint it.
Well, cool. Blow a hole through it.
Okay. I put my gun in my briefcase, so if you could have a drone, just like.
Oh,
that'd be
yeah.
cool.
It's on the back wall, right?
Yeah, it's on the back wall.
The wall here. I'm here working on the thing.
Yeah, so it's going to be like your truck, the little gap where you're currently setting up, and then the back wall.
Okay, cool. Ping in an AR for me.
Bing!
All right, now duck. I'm just gonna pull the silenced pistol and just pop it right there myself and reholster and go back to what I was doing with the trailer.
You notice in the AR, there's roughly about like a 1 meter gap between the wall and where your outside wall is.
Jesus.
Like
so there's a void.
Yeah, there is a void between the back wall and the back or the exterior portion of this trailer.
Oh, okay. Well, then I won't shoot them. Then I'll be like, hey, there's a void between me and there. There's about 1 meter ish. There's probably your riggers in there.
Gonna look around for that persona.
Okay. Go ahead and roll Matrix Perception.
If I have an active squelch on, no, it's not an ongoing thing.
You have about 30 seconds left on Squelch.
How long do I have until this trailer's hooked up?
Probably about a minute.
Oh.
5 hits.
5 hits. Matrix, no persona at all.
I don't think he's here.
There's a void. Why else would it be there?
I think the wall is just a thick wall.
No. They're not going to waste metal and wait on that. There's something there. Why would you waste trailer space?
Does anyone have anything we can cut this open with?
I have a shotgun.
The wall?
Yeah, that wall right in front of you. There's a void about 1 meter wide.
Does it look weird?
All store.
It looks
30 seconds until the message goes out, by the way.
it is completely matching the exterior of every other wall in the truck.
Look for a door, a handle, a slide. He's got to get in there somehow. Somebody's got to get in there, whether it be storage or a hideout.
I think it might just be extra armor. I don't know.
No. Why do they put it on the back wall and not anywhere else?
It's on all. Of
Check
them.
out the other side, I guess, on the outside.
There's not a gap between on every wall. There's just the wall material itself looks the same.
Gotcha.
I'll check it from the other side, the exterior wall, just to see.
Yep.
Is it different?
Looks exactly the same.
I can't help you. It looks like a wall to me.
Are you on the inside or the outside?
I'm on outside now.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah,
I checked both.
I highly doubt there's anything on the outside. There's probably some sort of secret handle or something or some way to get in there.
I'll start looking.
Both of you guys
I'll,
can go ahead.
Actually, no. I'm gonna finish my sweep, and I'm gonna ping every bug in here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and I'll say, all right, whatever. Then lay down, and I'll actually project where they're going through. I'll stick my head and materialize, or again, not materialize, but the other one, and then look around. Is there anything within this wall?
There is a box very similar to the one that you guys just shot open.
Alrighty. I found another box in here. Looking in on the inside, or I guess once my eyes adjust, can I see any type of like door, lever, opening hatch from the inside?
On the inside, there is a lever on the inside.
Gotcha. Won't do me any good now. I destroyed the lodge. Is there any more mana barriers in here?
Nope.
I will call in my great spirit
Mhm.
and then have him just start to go to town on the inside of this wall and see if we could bust it open.
Okay.
Could you have him materialize on the inside and open it open?
Oh yeah, I'll do that. These are cool. I'll have him materialize on the inside, then bust it out.
Okay, cool. You go ahead and have it materialize and open the hatch one way or another. And it sort of pops open, and you guys do see a similar looking box to the one you guys just opened itself.
We got another box in here. Go ahead and I'll tell the spirit just to smash it open.
Okay. It smashes open the box. You see a individual. Looks exactly like the person that you guys saw on the outside of this little compartment.
So there's two identical situations.
But there is one difference in that there is a bullet in the side of their head. Like it's just a blown open cavity on the side of their head.
All right. I think I found our headhunter who was head hunted. Bullets in the back of his head. I think we've got what we need.
I'll run in there and take a look.
Mhm.
Do you think Renraku is got to him and is involved now, or I guess we'll worry about that later. Let's get the shit and go.
The shit's not in this box, is it?
I'll
I think
start
it's in the guy.
digging through the neck. Is there a way to like pull out that black box we were looking for?
And
Or is
which
that the rest
person?
of one? The one that was in the
In
hidden
the compartment. You go through, and you see there is a compartment for it, but it is empty. You go to open it up, and no chip or anything comes out.
Can you check the other guy, please?
And I wanted to use a distance grasp to grab that black ball.
Okay.
That just looks quite ominous, and I don't want to touch it with my hands.
Yep.
I'm just gonna hold. I guess it'll look like levitation, but
Your ball just begins to float.
yeah. So Zayn, also, what's this thing? Is this a magic or is this technology? Should I be touching it?
Astralize sense it if it's got an aura or something magical to it.
Yeah.
You'll see my hand.
Yeah, you see a floating hand holding this ball. What'd you get on the? I guess you could see that it does not have any sort of aura or anything to it, but it does look like it is just in a deep, like, abyss looking into it. It makes you very unsettling to look into because it almost like draws your gaze into the ball.
Doesn't I continue not touching it? But let's bring it with us.
Is it jewelry?
It's ominous and possibly very dangerous, and probably worth something.
At this point, you do have the trailer hooked up to your rig, by the way. The timer has hit 0.
Was there anything in the other body that was underneath the barrier as far as?
Yes, you go ahead and press it, and there is a very, very familiar, like, hard drive looking that pops out of it.
Perfect. I'll take that and I'll just put it in my jacket pocket. All right. Tiny, we hooked up?
Are we?
Yep.
All right.
Let's go. Close the door.
Are there any big boxes that say RX on it?
There are not any that say RX, but there is the 3 familiar-looking boxes that Zayn's spirit identified as having some sort of medicinal drugs inside of it, but also the 2 boxes that have a scratched out as technology logo on the side of the box.
As we start moving, I'll start working on trying to get those open.
Okay.
I mean, we're taking this whole thing with us, Reno.
Yeah.
But
Just want to make sure we got
something for the ghouls.
How many bugs did I find?
You did find 2 bugs that you were able to take care of. They were sort of hidden
Okay, cool.
behind or underneath a lot of like the boxes. Like they had like not false bottoms, but they had a little bit of gap in it that they hid the boxes into. But you were able to go ahead and smash it, and then obviously the one that was in the hidden compartment as well.
those bugs. The internet searches, they showed me this other model. That's what I was looking for. I didn't see any of those.
Oh, I see.
So do you guys go ahead and just close down? Zayn, I'm assuming you're getting out of the trailer and heading into your vehicle and not leaving that behind.
You could always just tell it to follow us.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting in my vehicle. I've got the goods in my jacket pocket, and I'm waiting at the back door until Reno grabs his box of pills.
Okay.
I'm going to stick to the back of the trailer.
Like he's gonna stay inside as it
You're
goes.
staying in here?
Yeah.
All right, have fun.
Go without me. Don't leave me.
And then getting back in the
Yeah, I'm jumping in the rig, the main trip.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
As you're going through and digging through these boxes, as you guys are now heading to the drop spot.
I'm sending the drone up ahead to make sure we're safe.
And with that perception check that it did earlier, the only thing that it noticed that was really that it really cared about, that would really spike your interest, is the fact that the truck was heading back towards Spinrad Global. It wasn't heading to complete the route any longer.
Fair enough. I'm also going to change the color of my rig.
Okay. What are you changing it to?
Before it was whatever you changed it from the red, from when it was the flames.
Yep.
It's now just going to be like a standard gray, and it's going to have like a random, whatever the big Walmart is of this world. It's I'm delivering for them. It's what it's going to look like.
Okay. Perfect. You guys continue head on back to this. During this time, Reno, you're able to open up all 3 of the medical boxes. And it is... let me look real quick. The first thing you notice is that they are not... they are all syringes. Is what you notice. They're syringes filled with something.
That's a good sign.
It is almost like a bluish green liquid.
Even better. Does it glow in the dark?
It does not, no.
I'll take some pictures while I'm like doing this.
Okay.
Just to have some solid evidence for any possible case that might come up.
Okay, cool. You got to take pictures of it. But
Also committing it to 3-dimensional memory.
Yeah. And you have 3 cases, and each case has about 80 syringes worth. But you do notice that they are... and the reason why, even though this box is so large, but there's only 80 of them, is they're each sort of put into this almost like plastic glass container. Durable, and it is held into place on all 4 corners. The vial is just sort of freestanding.
Nothing bad can happen at all for this trade. I'm sure it was a fair trade. Parking spot for a shit ton of meds of unknown potency.
Exactly.
And to worry about.
Um,
Actually, you know what? I will grab some of these meds. I should probably have some of these meds just to have.
okay, how many do you want to take? And do you want to leave them inside of their safe containers?
How many safe containers?
Each vial is in its own safe container. So there's 80 vials in
Okay.
each crate.
I'll just grab 1 from each crate. That way they all seem even.
Okay.
And
Each
those
one
will
of them
be in
has
my-
79.
Oh, I was thinking 1 vial from each crate. So,
Each one is 80, 80, 80.
okay. Can I fit those in my... I imagine they're large cases.
Yeah,
I can't
the
just fit
cases...
those in my pocket.
No, the cases will not be able to fit in a pocket.
If
If you took it out of the vial out of the container, you'd be able to fit probably 2 in your pocket before... Or probably like 2 in one and 1 in the other.
Anything stand out about these cases? I don't want like any alarms to set off
No,
if they're locked.
not locked, not anything. They just look like they are safe to keep the glass from shattering on transit.
All right, yeah. I'll grab 1 from each case.
Okay.
1 from each.
Yeah, 1 vial from each case.
Yeah, at least, you know, I can argue 1 vial from 1 case missing from each box. That's just how they ship it, you know?
Right.
Don't ask me, I don't deal in that. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll grab 3 of them.
Okay.
Individual vials.
You guys go ahead and arrive at the drop-off location. It was a bit of a drive, but you're able to get there nonetheless.
I'm gonna
Sorry.
reboot my device and change my Matrix persona.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to Ashley check a few times on the way back, see if we're being followed by any spirits or anything of that nature.
Yeah. No spirits or anything besides your great storm spirit is the only thing that it's currently tailing you. But
I'll
you
park the van pretty far away. I don't want to go and talk to these ghouls, so
Okay.
I'll stay back.
understood.
I'm gonna take the Harrier I have, the little. It's not. I say little. It's little compared to the giant jet in the sky. But it's not. It's not small. But it also I equipped it with a medevac, which I'm gonna kind of retrofit to use. It's medevac is there to be able to grab onto people and kind of pull them out
Right.
of danger. I'm gonna retrofit that and use it to help like pull out and unload this trailer and load it into our trailer. It's gonna get a little tight in the living space area.
Very.
But Ian could probably still climb over the boxes and get to his cot, probably.
Exactly. You guys are able to go ahead and move those into the other trailer. You guys do see the ghouls propped up, and at first as you guys pull up, they have arms like aimed at the vehicle. And then they realize that who's driving it, and they go ahead and lower their weapons.
I'm gonna go out and give him fist bumps. Tell him thanks.
They each look at each other and look at you. We'll go let the boss know you guys are back for payment.
Appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Just go
I'll
out
jump
of
out the
business.
back and show one of the goons which boxes are the meds.
Okay.
And I'm in the truck.
Exactly.
I still got my dragon mask on.
I'm gonna hey Janky, can you help me like organize these boxes so it's still livable in here?
Yeah, that's no problem.
The head of the gang comes out, and he walks up to you guys, and he's got a couple of goons on each side of him. No one came by. No one came by looking for you guys. Anything. Couple of nobodies came by, and well, we took care of them, but they weren't looking for you guys in particular. They were just seeing the shiny truck. And he go ahead and rubs his very clawed hands together. Let's see these boxes. Let's see what kind of drugs we got.
Great. Let's see there. We got 3 crates right here, all for you. And you see, I've opened them. I had to make sure that the goods were there, and they're there. Let me tell you.
He goes ahead and places his hand on your shoulder, and you feel like the claw sort of, not like pierce you or anything, but you can feel the sharpness of the claws as he goes ahead and pats you on the shoulder. Well, good doing business with you.
Hey, good doing business with you. What was your name again? Scrag? Something like that? Crag?
Craig.
It was Craig.
Craig.
Yeah, good. Craig. Good doing business with you, and I'll leave these with you. We're going to do our swap, and yeah. See you around, Craig.
Yeah.
When I see your conversation's over, I'm gonna kind of like jump over there. But go ahead.
He opens up and cracks open all 3 boxes before leaving. And you see him look over, and you see one claw sort of go over the missing square of each box.
Yeah, well, that's a Charlie show.
He looks over, he's like, do you guys have any idea what these are?
I do not recognize these at all.
And he orders one of his guys to take one and try it.
Nice.
He goes ahead and takes it. And he just sort of gets the needle ready, injects himself with it.
Bold move.
Craig looks at the rest of you. Well, that's what you have goons for, and I need to know what this stuff is. And you begin to see this individual see skin begin to tighten. You see his eyes begin to squint more and more. And you begin to see wrinkles where once, like, tight skin was. You begin to see wrinkles appear.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
And you begin to see the claws begin to grow. The eyes begin to get a little bit more... You see the humanity sort of drained from them as they become more and more feral. And he just sort of drops.
Look over to Tiny and do like a little... Let's start that engine.
Little what? Like, I'm walking up to you at this point. Like,
Start.
at the end of this conversation, I'm like walking at
So
you.
let's turn over that engine. I'm just doing a little circular motion with my finger.
We say if you're not talking, I'm literally just like, I don't know what that means. Yeah. I'm like right next to you now at this point.
You said this was found at Spinrad? And you see him get very close to the body and start, like, looking at it.
Yeah. It was a crate. We had a job to do, and these were something we didn't think we could move, so they're yours for the taking.
All of them? I look at you, Reno, when I say that.
Well, we needed to replace the park trailer.
Crag looks
Oh,
at us. That was the deal.
Oh, I thought you said we were only going to give him one box. I
We
guess
didn't
it
say
means
a
it's less work.
box.
Huh?
We did say a box. Now I recall.
Yeah, I thought it was one this whole time. Meta, I thought it was one this whole time. But
It was.
It was. But there was
Pretty
three
sure it
At the
boxes.
time, we only thought there was
It
one.
was, but there was also the fact that, hey, you presented 3 boxes before me. Crag goes, yeah, we'll take them. And since you went above and beyond what you suggested and offered in the original trade of business, he goes ahead and he holds his hand out. Let me see your comm link.
I handed it to him.
He go ahead and puts his comm code in.
Just ignore that name on there. That's a, it's a pseudonym.
I could care less.
Pseudonym.
Um,
Name's Eddie. Ignore the phone.
you now have a 2-5 gang leader contact.
Ooh.
I'm also going to
Crag.
kind of lean in.
Crag of the 162s.
I'm also going to lean into Crag and just kind of like give the signal of like me offering his, but like maybe if you don't need the whole crew, but you need, and I'm gonna kind of point towards the unicorn. You're like some eyes in the sky or some bombs coming from him. You can just call me if you just need something like that.
Do you guys not run together all the time?
No, but sometimes if you just need something dropped, why
It's
get
more
the whole
of the
crew?
driver, not the runner.
Sure. You have a 1-5.
Oh, I wasn't off. I wasn't asking for his. If he gave it to me, that's fine. I was mostly just giving him mine. But if he wants me to get his too, that's fine.
Yep.
That loyalty connection, so 5
Correct.
connection.
Correct. 5 connection, 2 loyalty for you, 1 loyalty for Tiny.
I'll poke my head out the window and be like, "Hey, Crag,
Who
don't
are
call me.
you?"
I don't.
Well,
I don't
okay.
want to talk to you. I don't.
That's fair. Um.
Did 1-5?
Yeah, 1-5.
162.
You go
All
ahead.
right. Well, I'm sure you have the medical care you need for your buddy there
Oh no,
on the
he's
floor.
dead as gone.
Oh well.
Just seems
Okay.
to speed up the loss of essence, as it were.
Also, boss, looking at Reno, I'm just assuming you're leader at this point. Hey, boss, well, I don't need that trailer. If you, I'm gonna kind of look at the Crag and kind of look at like they can have it if they want it, or if you need it. I don't know.
I'll sell you this trailer for 1,000 Union.
Roll influence.
How much is
Well,
the trailer worth?
more than 1,000 new you.
Yeah, it's a lot more than 1,000. 1,000 is a steal.
What's 10% of how much it's
As
worth?
you're thinking about it, I'm gonna be like, we swapped it for bugs, but if you guys want to check it again, that'd be fine too. Like, we won't take offense to that.
Bonus edge.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you see me like just not rolling and staring off in the direction, I'm like, all right, what do I get edge for?
That's fair.
And in this case, it's prism. What
Was
do
your
I
trailer
want to
in-
edge?
Double clutch.
Yeah, it's Oh, here I can just pretend to buy one off of Genesis real quick. 1 sec.
I'll use 2 points of edge
Okay.
to turn a 4 into a 5.
Is this considered a large trailer, Josh?
Yes, it is.
A large trailer stock with nothing in it, no attachments, no nothing, is $14,850.
I say 1,000. I meant 10,000.
I forgot to add a zero.
How many hits did you get?
I got 4.
4.
Oh, it's also got a hidden compartment in there too.
Oh yeah, fancy.
I'll make it 1,500.
Got some sticks in there. Free lodge materials if you have any mages. 1,500,
1,500.
900.
Done.
Just kidding. 1,500 deal.
Yeah, so go ahead and add 1,500, and they'll go ahead and take their trailer.
I'll add it to the total job. We'll divvy it up. All right,
Okay.
Craig. Pleasure doing business.
Yeah, you guys ain't too bad for a couple of runners.
Before I turn around to leave, I'm gonna awkwardly kind of reach out for like fist bumps from the whole crew, and just if they go for the fist bump, I'm gonna do it. If they give me a look like no, I'm just gonna like, all right, move on to the next one.
All of them just sort of look at you up and down, just shake their head, and begin to head back towards the motel.
Excellent. I'm gonna turn
Gangs.
around 180, and as my back is turned on, I'm like, boop, like above my head. Just like, I got one. All right.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here. Let's go. Let's go.
High five myself, no friends.
I'm just trying to play up this one charisma as best I can.
It's really good. I like.
I like.
I gotta get on board. We gotta be a one charisma team.
Love it.
Yeah. I will never spend karma on charisma. I will let it be one forever.
Aren't there drugs or like some poisons that can reduce your charisma?
Yeah.
One hit from like a reduced attribute to charisma, you're down.
Do you die?
Wouldn't it just make me like zombified? Like I just wouldn't say or talk or anything. I would just kind of. Would it kill me if it dropped my charisma to 0?
It wouldn't kill you. You'd just be like babbling and incoherent. I don't know. That's up to you guys.
But I'd
That's
still
about
have
what I am
my-
now.
Yeah, right.
I'd still have my like logic and intuition, so I wouldn't be dumb. I just wouldn't
you
be able
wouldn't
to.
you wouldn't be able to like form words.
Communicate. Yeah.
So like, okay,
You'd be talking like Simlish.
gotcha.
I know whenever any attribute reaches 0, you're basically unconscious. But it seems really harsh for charisma.
Yeah, that's the only one that seems a little rough.
Yeah, because like logic,
alright.
intuition. Yeah, you're basically a vegetable. Body, you're
Strength, yeah.
you're
Body
passed
strength,
out.
Right, exactly.
Strength, you're just exhausted.
Charisma's a little rough.
Well, I feel like willpower, if that goes to 0, that's like Call of Cthulhu. Like you increase one on your insanity tracker.
Just turn into Eeyore.
Right. Where you guys headed to now that you have completed the job, swapped out the trailer, got your
Stuffer shack?
What
two.
else did we get from this trailer?
You got your 2 crawler boxes of your dismantled crawler.
Those were in there?
Yeah.
Oh!
You got your box with a person, the 2 crawlers that were inside of the Ass Technology boxes that had the scribbles through it.
Oh my god, I'm
Could
claiming
I
those.
grab that?
Can
flash
we take a second to appreciate how smooth that was? It's usually a shit show.
Well, when
Usually.
you do 3 sessions to plan.
Yeah, I feel
session a
rewarded
day.
for our
You
legwork.
guys-
I like this.
You guys did 3 sessions worth of legwork and then didn't last minute change the entire plan and just go in guns blazing. It's weird how that happens when you follow the
To be
plan.
fair, yeah, that's usually what we do.
We were ready in case things went guns blazing, but
The best
it was
before
nice
this
to
one. The best legwork you guys have done was for Dobrik's episode for like going and saving his dad, and then you're like, you know what? We did all this legwork. Nah, let's just ride in an elevator and start shooting things.
Well,
out the window.
to be fair, we learned we could catapult him,
That's
and that
fair.
changed things a little.
a little bit.
There's always new information that changes our plan.
Do these crawlers have any upgrades?
No, they are absolutely just base crawlers.
Oh, I'm not even mad.
I'd hope not, because they're 2 base crawlers.
I'll pull out those syringes I stole from the ship and be like, anybody into hard drugs? I'm sure that effectively
No.
happens to ghouls. No? No, Janky, you're not into that? Alright. I'll see if Boxcard wants to buy them.
Why would I alter my mental state?
Well,
Also, Captain, we sold that trailer. Do we splitting that? How or is that a group fund? What are we doing here?
I don't. You keep saying captain. I'm not your captain.
Yeah.
I'm not your captain, no captain. Your
Oh, Captain.
Well, we kind of need
I
a
do.
leader, and you're always the front man, so I just assumed you're the boss.
Yeah, I
you
think
prefer?
I
we all
talk a
took a
lot,
silent
but-
vote.
All right, everyone in the trailer, if we all agree that Reno is boss, raise your hands.
We need a boss.
All 3 of
yeah.
you raise your hand as Boxcar's like half asleep and also raises their hand.
It seems like you're the boss.
All right, applesauce.
But I'm not fighting the mafia for you.
Yeah, that's
What's the
leave your
point of
personal
all
problems at home.
Wait, how much do you owe the mafia?
Do you know about the mafia?
Yeah,
I say
Yeah,
that- did I
we
say
talked
that
to
out
them
loud?
on the phone, and they told us they were kidnapping you.
Oh, right.
yeah.
right. To be fair, it was never said that they were the mafia. You guys just jumped to conclusions.
No, we said,
Based
"Who
on
are
the
you?" They
accent.
said, "We're the mafia." I'll go to the VOD.
We're the mafia. I owe 60,000. So, as leader of this group, any money we make goes to my debt.
I'm gonna have to vote
That seems
no
fair.
on that, but
So
Yeah,
now
right.
we're a democracy.
we've.
I mean, that's a
democracy.
fair point.
Vote you in.
All right, so Tiny is the leader.
No.
I
And
think
then
Boxcar.
give him all your money.
Boxcar goes, I can be the leader. I mean,
You know,
Deal.
leader is just another name for fall guy, and Boxcar makes the perfect fall guy. As they fall.
Standing, as
Um,
usual. This has been a wonderful time. You're all extraordinary people.
I
All right,
will
fine.
temporarily accept your designation as leader, but I
What
do
if we
not want
have
that
just-
on paper.
What if we have situational leaders?
Perfect.
So, like in combat, somebody else is calling shots. In espionage, somebody else calls shots. In hacking, I don't think we need to guess who that called shot's going to be. Magic, we know who that one's going to be. And Boxcar has
Look at Boxcar.
streetwise. You can do things. I believe in you.
Also, resource. They get good food.
True.
Also, we worked on one job together. I don't think this is going to stick. I guess I'm not really on good terms with this Johnson, but
Yeah,
they're probably not going to call us all together at the same time again. What are the chances of that happening?
Yeah, that's true. And I don't really want to have to pay for your debts anyway. So,
So,
Got it. So everybody stays.
because we
except
talked
Reno?
about that.
I mean, if you guys, I kind of like running with you.
Yeah.
Better than my old crews, that's for sure.
Yeah. I also don't think I can get rid of Boxcar if I wanted to at this point.
That's
Nope.
fair. I mean, the other option is we just pay off Reno's debts as fast as possible so that we keep him
True.
around.
Would you stick around if we agreed to help you pay for the debt?
If you keep bringing in jobs, and my fixer keeps bringing in jobs, then yeah,
Well-
I need to pay this debt off like yesterday.
I mean,
Actually, yesterday would have been really helpful because then I wouldn't have been walking through a desert.
isn't
Would
it
be
easier
great.
to get jobs when you have a crew to bring? That way they don't have to outsource a bunch of different guys.
Yeah, bring in a lot of good points, and I'll sleep on it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, out of fear that you might have detached your RFID that you found in your body, I have also placed it in as many belongings of yours I could find. So I will know where you are.
Yeah, I know where you
that was.
I think that's what we discussed. We said that we wouldn't get directly involved with whomever was kidnapping Reno, but we were happy to help pay. I just want to make sure that the boundaries that we're setting as a team are very clear. I think it's important in team dynamics to have clear boundaries with one another.
Jakey, I want to let you know there's no boundaries between us. I want you to slave everything in this bitch.
Already done.
Thank you. Did you get the crawlers? There's a new.
Oh, no, you're right. I'll get right on that.
Thank you.
Right about this time, you guys arrive at the last match. And that is where we'll go ahead and take our break. We'll go ahead and step away for just about 5 minutes. Get a drink, use the restroom, but be back, most importantly. We'll see you guys in a little bit. Oh, hey, hi, hello, we're back. A mission well done.
Oh, we're done.
Yeah, exactly.
You heard it here.
Heard it here. Mission well done. You guys were able to go ahead, thanks to your continual legwork, we're able to go ahead and get all the information you guys could need. And with a small twist of no one being actively there, you guys were able to stop the semi and get the trailer off of it and get it attached to yours and then drive back all within realistically about 3 minutes time. You guys were able to go ahead and complete your deal and go above and beyond with the 162s. And that earned you guys a new contact, Crag, gang leader of the 162s. As you guys turned over this medication, and it had a, depending on your perspective, a negative or positive reaction to the ghoul. As you guys were able to go ahead and have a conversation and head on to the last match, you guys arrive. You guys do see a very familiar, very well put together car, as well as a few other cars that are within the last match. It looks like there's about 6 cars outside, but it is earlier on in the day. It's not too late.
It's a poppin' Thirsty Thursday.
Must be something on special tonight.
You guys go ahead and head in, and it's almost like a slightly different feel to it. You see, besides your contact, you guys do see a large troll, a pair of orcs sitting at a booth together, and a couple of dwarves that are also inside of the bar. On the, what usually is the menu board, you guys do see it turn from the menu board, and you see it sort of go black as it sort of fades from left to right, and it pops up with a hold on one second, sorry. All it says on the board, it says the mummified finger, worm, Zuma, hailstorm, the big bad wolf, smog, Kilroy was here, workout, Fisher, as listed underneath of it.
That wasn't there before.
It was not, no. Every time you guys been in, it's been just like a regular like food menu or drink menu.
Now it's just a bunch of random.
It looks like either like runner handles or names, and then underneath just the mummified finger.
Is there like a blink I can click?
No. One of the orcs walks up to you guys, and he is in a black armor jacket, pretty easy to tell, a little bit of tore up jeans. But one thing you notice is that there is, in his shirt, it looks like a puncture mark. The wound underneath seems to heal up, but you do see there is what was a puncture mark. Hey, name's Hailstorm.
So, I got some thread and needle in the truck. I can fix that if you want.
He goes ahead and like lifts up his shirt a little bit where the wound would be, and it's fully healed over. I took care of it. The bear provided.
No, I mean the shirt.
Oh. I have more like this one at home. It's fine.
Okay. All right. We're just gonna look at Reno. It's just gonna be like,
Just gonna grab a seat over in one of these booths. What, do you work here or something?
No, I just seen you guys come in from time to time, and I figured I'd introduce myself.
Oh, nice to meet you.
You said hailstorm.
Yeah.
What's the mummified finger all about?
It's a run that we all signed up for. This right here is I don't know if you guys, I know you guys have come from time to time, but it's a runner bar.
Oh, I thought it was some type of drink special. Got excited for a bit.
That does sound like a disgusting drink called the mummified finger.
So
How'd you get this gig?
What? This one? I mean, Johnson hasn't chose it yet, but we've signed up for it. They sort of just post jobs on the board from time to time, and we just go to sign up if our skill set's required.
oh, that's freaking awesome. Does it put a verification on what you need for the? Sorry.
Sometimes it's just like first come, first serve.
You guys don't have any issues with like law enforcement?
Not typically. Well, I know from a past that we can't exactly go loud, if you know what I'm saying.
And then just any Johnson can throw a job up here. People will grab at it.
Yep.
Assuming you guys probably have not a lot of software installed that warns you if any, cops or anything are nearby, so you just assume that gets hidden.
No idea. None of us run this. We just stumbled across this bar about 3-4 months ago.
Oh, who owns
You
it?
mean? Yeah, you don't know who owns the bar? I mean, we got the AI bartender. I figured it was.
I mean, it's just a bunch of drones. Besides one janitor that comes and cleans it once every other week. But I mean, there was a message.
Perfect cover.
There was a message that was sent out a while ago once an attempted gunfire happened inside of it. But it was said apologies. And then it just said HW.
There was no attempted. I definitely fired a gun in here.
A couple
Huh.
months ago.
No, I mean that was more
Basically.
recent, but we just discovered this bar, but we've noticed that like as it rises in sort of like popularity and more people are coming and going and jobs are happening, the bar is changing, almost evolving. But I have no idea who this HW guy is.
Sounds like a trap. Maybe we should find a new bar.
I mean, whoever this HW is, it's obvious they care a lot for runners, or at least have some stake in them. I mean, this place is pretty kitted out. It's got that sensor that senses spirits. That's something that I've never seen anywhere else, not even in major corp warehouses.
He looks up and up. I didn't know that's what those did.
Yeah, so whenever you see it flash red, just know that you got a ghost looking at you.
They gotta have a good hacker too, because they trashed my drone when I shot Boxcar.
Yeah, that or one of those technomancers, one of the two.
They work on their prices. The shots are like $10 each. It's get a whole cocktail for that price.
Yeah, probably. Anyway, name's Hailstorm. If you guys need anything, feel free to reach out to one of us.
May the bear protect you.
You as well. And he goes to reach for your like a handshake. He goes ahead and just sort of plops down in a booth where the other orc was.
What a nerd, am I right?
Why is he a nerd?
Who just goes up and talks to people at the bar? Unless you like work there.
Unless he was like interested in one of us.
I thought that was just being friendly. Is that not okay? Can you not just walk up to people and talk to them?
I mean,
bar?
you gotta have a reason.
But that wasn't a reason?
Nope. All right, let's go sit
Very
over there.
confused.
Yeah, I am too. I thought that was a very pleasant conversation.
Listen,
I thought
do
it
you
was-
have Christmas 6? Didn't think so.
Is that a band? That sounds like a band.
Christmas 6, it's right after Maroon 5. Covered for them for a couple tours.
Love it.
Gotcha. All right. Well, so when are we? When are we getting paid? Who we got to talk to?
See, Ray's probably out. Greg. Greg around?
He is. He's sitting by himself up at the bar.
I'll go over to Greg. Hey, Greg.
Hey, how's it going?
Nerd.
I think it's time to round up the J. Can we set a time to meet tomorrow afternoon?
Yeah, you don't want to do today? I mean, it's still pretty early.
Okay. Yeah, that works. What time did you say it was? You said it was like probably about the afternoon.
Yeah, it's early afternoon at this point.
Or no, the truck should have left at 6
Run
p.m.
at 6.
Yeah, 6 p.m.
put
I
up
take
at
that
8.
back. So it should have been like roughly about
Like
10 o'clock. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Wow,
you're right.
Okay.
It's probably around 10, yeah.
Yeah.
10
If the J wants to meet now, let's do this now.
Yeah.
Time is money.
That it is, friend. That it is. And you begin to see that he sort of grabs the side of his neck, and you can see his mouth moving, but no words are coming out.
Weird.
All right, she'll be here in rough about an hour and a half.
All right. I walk away, but then turn around and like, Greg, you want a shot? It's a celebration.
No,
Yeah, I didn't think so.
I've seen what happens when people get wrapped up with you guys in particular.
What, you have a good time?
I just know the
Yep.
last person to hang out with you got shot, so
they had a particularly dangerous job, so wasn't our fault, wasn't our problem. I'm gonna go sit with my friends.
Ooh, friends even.
We got upgraded, boys.
You go ahead and plop down.
Loyalty 2.
Exactly. Anything you guys would like to do prior to the Johnson coming to you guys?
How big are these these crawlers?
Crawlers? I don't know the size that they're
It's
in.
considered a small. How big is a small?
I remember I always reference the double clutch custom rules because there's a nice little table.
That's good. Yeah, that's good. I forgot about that.
So
If it's small enough to be on the table, I'll be playing with.
I don't think it's
but
that
It's not.
small. I think it's like almost like a. I think it's like a robotic dog almost. Like it's rather large.
I'm gonna say I think I'm just pulling this out of my ass, but I think a mini was like maybe a foot long or something like that. In micro was like a baseball size, and it just gets higher exponentially from there.
Okay. Well, then never mind.
Because I think like a vehicle like a car or something is technically like medium sized.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I think like a medium sized drone is comparable to a car. So a small would be fittable inside of the bar, but it would not fit on a table. At least whole. All right, we go ahead. Fast forward.
I'll definitely inform the team that Jay's on her way.
Okay. And a few moments later, she walks in. With a different individual sort of standing next to her. Zayn, you've seen this individual, not but a few days prior, as Mr. Donovan Pike is standing next to her.
By the way, I looked it up. The crawler is about 110 pounds. Not small.
I'll put my finger on my neck, then realize that on the other side is where Tiny helped me install the subvocal. That's the bad news guy. Wherever he goes, tragedy follows. Or yeah, wherever tragedy occurs, he follows. Sure.
And she goes and sits down at your booth, and she pulls up 2 chairs for her and Donovan. So,
Straighten my posture.
I heard that the job was completed.
Pretty smoothly, if I do say so myself. I'll increase my charisma.
Okay.
I'll use 2 points of edge to turn that 4 into a 5 for 4 hits, for a total of 4 to my charisma. Resist that drain. Got 1, which I got 2. Oh, 3 1s and 2s.
Okay.
Not a glitch. So yeah. 4 rounds, so it's 30 seconds. 12 seconds. Whatever you want.
Well, there was some minor complications. But overall, nonetheless, it wasn't tailed back to me or people under my employ. It was a good first attempt. Good learning of your capabilities, to say the least.
Yeah, we ran into a few hiccups. We went to get a good old sanctioned tour of the warehouse, and something went down. Definitely wasn't us. So we had to go back to the drawing boards for that. But yeah, we all have all of our limbs, so that's a success.
Indeed, it is. And her and this other elvish individual look at each other. And he sort of closes his eyes or he opens them, looks around, closes his eyes again. She sort of speaks up. So, obviously, you guys get the original payout as you guys stopped the package from being sent prior to it leaving Seattle coast. I will say, you guys will not get the bonus for the alarm raised, as, well, Spinrad was able to trace your astral signature back to this bar.
My astral signature?
Well, one of you's.
Zayn's astral signature?
One
Janky's? Tiny's?
Almost.
I don't see any other astral signatures here. In fact, I don't see any astral signatures ever.
Well, that's because you're not.
Okay, well, oranges and apples.
Either way, they were able to trace you guys after the incident at the warehouse. So that one will not go for, as well as the lack of no bodies as well.
Excuse me?
There was an individual who had suffered multiple gunshot wounds.
In fact, I don't think we shot one shot at all. Tiny's mouth is moving. Clearly saying...
I shot the tires out. So I fired a gun, but it wasn't at a person.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll con.
Okay. I've got 2 edge left, but what I got is a bonus edge for charisma based.
It's just this, right? Can I even default?
No. You won't be able to assist.
I'll give.
But I'm awkward in general, so I could probably just play into it.
I get a free edge boost when making a con.
Yep.
I'll
My
use
mentor spirit.
2 of my edge to give Reno an edge.
Okay.
Okay, I'll take that.
Full
With
circle.
attribute boost, I get a bonus edge.
Yep.
Yeah. So this is a free so far. Free cost because I'm at 4. 2 bonus. 2 free.
But yeah, I guess no successes because I can't.
Take a -1.
On a 1?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yikes.
All right. So my dice are so small. Sometimes I have to rub my hands together to get them all off.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
sand.
It's the worst.
Just buy normal
This
dice.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That was before the exploding 6s.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I got a lot of hits on here. That was 7 6s. About 14, 15, 16 with 2 more 6s. 17, 18 with 2 more 6s. 19 hits. God.
All right.
Only 118 ones and twos.
Well, that's it. She stops and looks over to you, Reno. Looks back over to the other elf sitting at the table with her. She smiles a little bit. Alright, the only thing that you guys will be docked for is the raising of the alarm. The rest of it will be yours.
Which alarm did we raise?
The astral.
Because I was
alarm.
all over the
The
technology
astral
side
alarm.
of this. No,
Astral Security tracked you guys back to this bar.
no, not my
Afterwards.
circus. Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, my bad. Should have hidden the lodge. Well, some of us cleaned up after ourselves.
Boxcar's like, what?
That was 31 dice I rolled.
That's disgusting.
Jeez.
You're good at things. We get it.
I'm not even good at things. I just have the edge to maybe make me good at things sometimes.
Right, you get real lucky. So yes. You guys
Alright,
will
I'll
get
go.
base pay as well as the bonus for not killing anyone.
Yeah, I'll look. Yeah, I actually didn't add the 4 charisma I had to that test.
Well, it's
Anyway,
above what
I'll-
she
I'll let
can
it slide.
Well, anyway,
I'll let it slide.
nice.
Xander,
I'll look
welcome.
around the table and say, okay. Think this was a job well done.
Xander, go ahead and reach inside their jacket pocket, pull out the little black box, and then slide it across the table.
Oh, yeah.
He or she grabs the box, and I'm assuming no one tampered or copied any of the information that's on here, correct?
We didn't even look at it.
I usually hack everything in sight, so it's a good question.
That's fair.
I didn't even know we had it. I forgot all about it.
She gives you a very puzzled look, like, what? Huh?
I thought the job was just wreak havoc on that truck.
Right.
We didn't. We only found the one though. We didn't find it in the other body.
There was another body.
I'll judge intentions.
Same here.
Not on whether or not she's genuine,
Okay.
but I kind of want to gauge how much I can trust her.
Sure.
And let's see, she doesn't have Ray with her to back me up. You know what I'm saying?
Sweet. Am I able to assist?
You won't be able to assist. You can do the roll as well, though.
All right.
That was one hit.
Okay. I mean, as trustworthy as Johnson for the first time can be.
I'll she paid for the job.
Yeah.
So I'll pull out, my phone and show her the recorded image link of the events that happened of just opening up the 2 crates of the bodies.
Okay.
That was a 5. Let's see what she's doing when he's showing her the videos.
And the
I'll send it to you.
as far as that black circle goes, I left it in the truck.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I took those pictures, so I'll also show her those. We also found this black box. Oh, janky. I mean, I probably should have went to you first about this, but I didn't recognize it. Zane didn't recognize it as magical. That was maybe a solid
Yeah,
ball of
but if
onyx.
But if I hack it, then it's possible that we might lose money. So, do you want me to hack it? Can I hack
I
it?
recognize it at all?
This is at the table.
The orb or the box? I just want to make sure that what are you discussing?
When I asked Janky, I was showing him the picture of the orb,
Oh, gotcha.
and the Johnson's there. I'm being totally transparent to the whole table. It's like I forgot to bring this up, but is this a thing?
The Johnson looks I've never seen or anything like that. I mean, it's yours for all we care.
Maybe I'll hold on to it as a keepsake. Get some child to touch it first.
What?
Phrasing.
What?
Do I recognize either of these things on a
To want to hack, yeah.
electronical drone thing level?
The orb? Absolutely not. You guys have never seen anything like this.
10-4? The box, I see it's some sort of electronic, and I'm not even going to look at Janky like, that's your problem.
I'll take a look.
The box that was on the driver's seat is just a... Oh, what were those called? Hold on, sorry.
It's
Transponder or whatever, the signal.
Yeah, signal. More or less
Transponster.
Yeah, a transponder, exactly.
oh, I thought it might have been like an AI that was like
No, it was one
driving.
of those things that boost your noise reduction,
Yeah.
so that way they could control
Got
it easier without having that much of a noise penalty.
Got it.
So he was driving it remotely. Why was he so afraid to drive away?
Because it's sort of his job.
He was trying to drive away.
And also, I don't know, you can't really back the trailer up on a crowded street. Nowhere to
Jack-
really.
You
I
can. It
I
will
mean,
be.
yeah, it will be
it'll
just
be a
as bad
mess.
as it will be just as bad as going forward. Sorry, I'm just texting. All right, Frostbite, you should have that now. As you guys continue up, how did you guys feel the run went on your half? Obviously, you guys had multiple days to take care of what you needed to. But how did you feel like your run went?
So like a 0 to 10 scale? Is there a survey link you want to send us, or
No,
are we
just
doing this right here?
right here, right now, since we're being so open.
Well, it was a little confusing with your association with Spinrad. Why would you send us to steal Spinrad assets?
That is complicated, but it is more because it was in transit to Renraku, and that couldn't happen.
Hmm.
My hands were tied at the corporate level.
That reminds me, I don't know if you saw in the video feeds that other body.
Mm-hmm.
I knew Renraku was after them. After the same thing you were, I guess. Did Renraku get to them first? Or was that Spinrad that put that body down?
The scary thing, I don't know. He was found this way, and our best deckers worked with some technology that's typically less than savvy. And we sort of edited out that portion of his demise, so he wasn't even aware that that happened to him.
I don't mean to double dip here. Do we have that body?
Do you still have it on the truck?
I don't know. Did we we?
I mean,
How would
I
we
unloaded
dispose of a
everything.
body?
Okay, so did you get both the bodies?
Everything in that. I left that truck for the ghouls empty.
They're,
I have 2 bodies in my truck.
the ghouls a little upset you didn't leave a body behind, but they're
Yeah.
fine.
At least one.
And they didn't say anything. I mean,
Well, you also didn't look and see what was inside of all your boxes.
true. So what are they sad about? They had no idea.
Exactly. But
Is there a bounty out for this guy? Janky, could you look that up?
Yeah, I'll search some
Yes,
bounty
please.
boards that I know of.
yeah, go ahead and roll a matrix search for me.
You got it.
I mean, if you want to wait till later, we can do like a fingerprint scan, all that fun stuff. I guess we don't even know this guy's
See what
name.
I get off the rip. Are we rolling any? Okay, 3 hits.
3 hits. Based off of just facial, because you guys don't actually have a name for him or know exactly who his true identity is. You're just looking through message boards and seeing based off pictures that are posted and stuff like that. None of them match. Any of the boards you've seen, at least. The reason why we're asking is my friend and I are here looking to build a network of individuals like yourselves that happen to get paid and provide resources underneath a single umbrella. A union, if you will. If this is something you guys felt like the information that we had was good enough, or some of you guys may be interested, at least we wanted to discuss as opportunities for you. I mean, obviously it goes against the grain on most runners and the process of having a fixer and all that fun stuff, but and the other individual sort of chimes in. We have groups in most major megaplexes. We're just interested to know if you guys want to join those force or if you guys enjoying being out and about.
These other groups, I mean, were they based out of Chicago, Denver, some of the other areas? Because if my memory serves me correctly, wherever disaster seems to strike, you're not too far behind. Pike.
He sort of smiles and looks over to you in particular. Well, that may be true, but when corporations start failing and it's the runners who have to pick up their messes, like in Chicago and Denver and how recently is Detroit. Yeah, we're there on ground zero, cleaning up the messes. Now, obviously, as you know, as a man of shadows, I don't like publicity. Yeah, my picture may be taken from time to time, but
I'd just like to know who we're working for.
we are I guess the better point is we don't really officially have a name. We're just a group of people under one umbrella. There's no corporation backing us. There's no foundation that's being put together. Now I hear that the Draco Foundation is starting to do something similar, but on a smaller scale. Again, you don't have to choose now. You guys need time to think about it, do other runs. I get it. And with having an organization back you, it does take away some freedoms is a bad way to put it, but you don't necessarily get as much leashless time, if that makes sense.
Yeah, well, we'll discuss this as a group, and I gotta call my cousin. We can't just leap into big decisions like this. This is next level. But I was, working for a corp is great and all. We'll call you. Is that the appropriate response here?
Not me, no. It's safer for everyone, myself included, if I don't provide you any sort of contact information. That being said, I do have fixers and Johnson set out throughout the city that can help provide information if you need it. And the pair of them will go ahead and stand up. She will go ahead and put out the 5 cred sticks on the table. And the 2 of them will begin to leave, as well as Greg.
I'd like to sense both of them. Not Greg. I don't care about Greg.
Okay.
But Pike and the Johnson as they leave.
Okay.
Three hits on Johnson. And 3 hits on Pike.
Okay. On Pike. Healthy state. And overall happy with a small bit of confusion that goes into it. Awakened. No cyber implants. Let's see. Does have a focus active. Magic is higher than yours. The force's magic is lower than yours of the foci. No maladies, and the only astral signature on his body is his own, and that matches the foci as well that's on him. For her, mundane, happy, tons and tons and tons of cyberware. Location of cyberware, all throughout the body. Her head sort of lights up as well. Some through the neck, but the rest of almost her entire body sort of glows with cyberware. Essence is lower. No magic, obviously. No foci or anything. And unsure what caused it, but you can tell that she has a weak immune system.
Gotcha. All right. Well, first round's on me.
All right. As you guys divvy that out, just so that the chat is aware, that is a 5,000 each, with a 4,000 base and 1,000 for no murder. And then splitting up the 1,500. Wait, are you splitting that 3 ways?
I split it 5 ways to get
So
Because
300
boxcar was
each?
there.
300 each.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Math.
I was like, hold on, no maths. So a total,
That is way less than I thought.
right? A total of 5,300 a piece for you guys for this first run together.
Not bad.
You guys will also get 6 karma for the completion of this run.
Everybody 6? Is there any variation?
Everyone's got 6. Reputation, all +1. So I believe you guys are at +2 rep currently. And with that being said, you guys are without a job. You got paid. What's the next step for you guys?
Drink.
Who?
That's pretty good for 1 week, though.
Yeah.
Tonight, I'm celebrating. In 4 days, I got thrown into a desert. Granted, the night before that, I was also celebrating. But, I like celebration.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah, let's not celebrate.
It's just Tony will just kind of stick with the crew, just, feel it out, whatever's going on. He'll just tag along.
Okay.
I'm gonna hang out and celebrate, and then I'll make an exit at some point to head back to my house.
As you begin to head out, someone walks over to one of the jukebox that's in the corner of the bar, presses a number on it, and a rather quick beat of techno begins to play in the background.
I think I recognize this artist. It's what's their name? Pixel? No. Tip my tongue.
Hard drive. Software.
Software.
What was their name?
What was their DJ name? Travis.
Particle.
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 That was
Pixel.
What was the character name?
close.
It was
Hardware?
Participle was
Hardwire.
what I was gonna go with.
Hardwire is their name.
It's hard to think it's only been a year.
Yeah, a little over a year since we played those characters.
That was an absolute bop, is what you're saying.
It is. It is an absolute. It's actually, if you go to the tracks, it's like the best of Particle.
Yeah, it's got its like own Spotify playlist.
Yeah, exactly. There's a
Every
disclaimer.
track name is just bop.
Exactly. Except for the one that he was too drunk and he accidentally misspelled boop. But at the beginning of every song,
That happened on vacation. That doesn't count.
exactly. At the beginning of every song, if there is, it sort of gives like a disclaimer, as if there is VR capability inside of the place you're listening to the song, please enter into AR or VR. As the entire just a light show that goes with it. That Particle is very known for, sort of goes off inside of this bar. And if you guys are looking at the bar through AR, in Meat Space, it is just a regular sort of, I wouldn't say saloon, but it's a little bit nicer than that. You guys, wooden benches, a lot of wooden or metal floors, but it's sort of like an amp place. But when it's an AR, it is absolutely just beautiful. But right now, it's even magnified even more just because of this particle effect that is going on. But you guys all get a first row seat as Particle, as also a sort of as all this is going on, a sort of like small image of Particle and behind a DJ booth is being projected up as well. as everyone inside the bar just begins just dancing and drinking and eating sort of food. And the message board sort of clears. And then it just says, next round's on the house.
Thanks, HW. Herbert Walker.
I'd definitely stay for one more. It's free.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not an idiot. I got a high logic, so.
All right. The day passes. Everyone, I'm assuming, wants to go back to either your rig, your mobile home, your actual home.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll invite anyone who wants their future read. Also, if you want that, follow me to the van. We'll do some spirit stuff. But
That's
if,
hilarious.
Tricked by this before.
I've been tricked by this before.
if no one wants to take me up on that one, I'm gonna see if I can make it rain.
I'll just leave that at red.
Exactly. No one seems to come out.
Perfect. All right. Well, I will get to know this great water spirit a little bit more. See what makes them tick. Have them endow me with the control weather power, and I'm gonna try to make it thunderstorm.
Okay. Go ahead and activate that power. Is there a role for that for the spirit power?
Yeah, there is. I have to roll magic plus willpower with a threshold of 10, and it's a
nice.
30-minute extended test.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna keep trying to do this until it works.
And then every time you try, you do reduce your dice pool by 1.
Okay, well then before I try, I'm gonna go ahead and boost my willpower by 4.
Okay.
Or not reduce, sorry, increase attribute.
I was like, all right, reduce attribute
If
on
you
myself.
want it. Ouch. Okay. So I got +4 in willpower, but I did not resist all of that drain, so
Okay.
I took 4 boxes of stun.
Ooh.
It's okay. Overall net positive. Then I'll see. I'll pre-edge this one to see if I can make it rain around me.
Okay. Go ahead and make that roll. You see you need 10 successes.
Yep. Come on, 6s. Ugh, I only got 7.
So is that off 1?
That's off my first one, yeah.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll it again with -1 dice.
-1 dice, so come on. Six hits. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this. It just keeps
So
going down.
with the extended test, you add up each roll, and
Oh,
that
okay.
duration is how long each test takes you. So after an hour, you're able to go ahead, and you just begin to feel just a torrential downpour, in your general area of the weather you were able to control.
Perfect. I'll start running around the van, just like jumping up and down. Yeah, I did it! Yeah! All me, baby. All me. Thanks, Frank. Or whatever the spirit's name was that I got.
You didn't ask.
Sorry, what's your name?
He responds back, I will not tell you, but I will show you.
Okay.
It will not be quick, but it'll be time well spent. And you see him turn around, and similar to your spell that you did to open up into the astral for Janky, you see him sort of do a very similar thing and sort of open up a doorway.
Shoot. I'll start to walk towards the doorway with Great Water Spirit.
Okay. You guys both walk through the doorway, and the door shuts. The rest of you.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe underwater.
Meanwhile.
So you know.
What would y'all like to do? The next day, I mean, you guys have 6 karma and 5,300 plus Nuyen. Is there any sort of advancement you would like to make? Any downtime you would like to do? It's very early. I don't know if you guys are trying to use some small karma increases, or you guys want to start banking that karma.
I'll bank for now. I think it's like a week at least for most things.
For the most part.
Just take a day off, kick off the old shoes and see what's on the old flicks. Trid flicks.
Cool.
I put on the tuxedo and go back to my day job.
Yikes. The family that you work with, there's been conversations of remind me, they are a very, very wealthy family. Is that correct?
They're that's like a mid-level CEO situation.
Okay.
So
like
not
a
very
single A
very
corp.
very wealthy, but wealthy. Yeah.
Right, like a single A instead of double or triple.
Yeah, like fighting to be CEO of a subsidiary type of thing. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, for sure.
They discuss how a storage unit of theirs was recently raided by a group of runners out in Aslan. Very well kept secret. But you begin to see that they continue to complain back and forth on, how do you know as runners? Well, obviously because of the way that techniques that they use, or any way to be able to get past the security had to be. Yeah, I don't know where it is. It's missing. Huh. This might be the turn that we needed for me to confirm the CEO position. All while they sort of talking back and forth as you continue to do your
Yeah, I'm over here like more wine. Yeah,
exactly. Talking around the help, as it were. As the TV is starting to blare, it's a ceremony that's taking place downtown Seattle. The head, the CEO of Spinrad Global, is giving a public announcement on the events that transpired and the rumors about a gas leak that caused an explosion up on the 43rd floor. There was no attempts at any sort of running, any sort of attacks against the corporation. It was just a natural coincidence. That being said, there were 5 that were killed in the incident and many that were hospitalized, but they want to let everyone know that Spinrad is still growing, still taking place, and still fighting to be a part of the Big Ten. While this speech is going on, you guys see a sort of bright flash as a platoon of 30 individuals, all in different gear, just appear before them. And everyone is looking around. That platoon is looking around, trying to figure out what's going on. As about a fourth of them just sort of fall and just drop everything and just fall face first. Off in the distance, as this thing is happening, you do see a familiar face. The elf that joined in your meeting, trying to recruit you for this union. And that is where we will go ahead and end for tonight's session. Thank you guys so much for coming in and being a part of the show. Really do appreciate it. Sammy's starting to cry for a second, so if you guys want to go ahead, Donnie, talk about the YouTube, talk about everything that we do. Take my place for me tonight. I appreciate it. Matt, if you could go ahead and put all of the links for our content creators, I'll be right back. And Donnie, I won't make you do the whole thing, but if you could start it off for me, I'd appreciate it.